Hello everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm just going to be sharing the top 5 brands that excite me the most. These are brands that all of their releases for the most part just generally excite me, and I want to pick up a lot of their products, as well as I'm going to be sharing my top product that I currently own from each of these brands, as well as, I'm sorry, do you hear that? I don't know what that sound is. But I'm going to be sharing my top products from each of these brands that I have in my collection, as well as the top product that is exciting me that I want to pick up next. So I also filmed a video. What is that sound? I think it's someone's car. Anyways, I have this look probably going to be posted before this. I've been sitting in this makeup for like 6+ hours, so it looks a little jank. But anyways, let's get into it. So the first one that I've kind of realized that I can make most of my collection of this brand and I'd be fine is Fenty Beauty. I just feel like they are so thoughtful about all of their launches, and they really changed the industry with their foundations. They really included more shade ranges than most brands, and then suddenly everyone had like 100 shade ranges or whatever. And like, I love their glosses. They brought out a huge cream line, and I feel like suddenly now everyone's coming out with creams. But I feel like they're really innovative while still being practical, if that makes sense. Like, it's still everything I would use in my everyday life. So my favorite product from the brand is the cream bronzer. I love everything I've tried from them. I've tried the bronzer, the cream blush, and the gloss, and I love them all. So it was hard to choose, but ultimately this is my top favorite bronzer. So this is the one I had to choose. I have the shade Butter Biscuit. And for Fenty, the product I want to try the most is actually the powder bronzer. Not because it's the most exciting to me from the brand, because I do want to try like another cream blush shade, but I want to keep it to not duplicate shades, instead like different products. So not like the same bronzer but in a different shade, but completely different products, if that makes sense. I really want to try their powder bronzer just because I don't have any powder bronzers, and the more I think about it, that's probably the one I want the most, because everything else is from a company that has a really bad shade range, and I don't really want to support them. And Fenty I feel good about supporting because it is partially black owned, and they also have a great shade range. So cream bronzer is the top favorite from the brand for me, and my top on my wish list is the powder bronzer, probably in the shade Into Sun. Next is a brand that so much of it is on my wish list, and I love the aesthetic of the brand. I love everything they come out with, just the idea of, but that is Glossier. I feel like they don't come out with too much, but everything they come out with is really thoughtful. I know they have some misses. Not a lot of people like their eye products, like the Sky Washes and the Lid Stars, but to me it's still like so thought out and so fun and innovative. So the top product in the brand is the Cloud Paint. I have the shade Beam. This formula is unbeatable. No one can dupe this, and the colors are so beautiful. I want to pick up more colors of the Cloud Paint, but the top product for me that is exciting me is probably the Brow Flick, just because I feel like no other brand can really copy that. I just think it's gonna be so nice for my brows. But also I want to really try the red gloss, because I've heard amazing things about their glosses, and I've been looking for the perfect sheer red gloss. So those are the two things that I want from Glossier. And I also think they're doing a pretty good job at including or becoming more inclusive. They have expanded their shade ranges of the Cloud Paints, and they extended their shade range of the concealer from when I first purchased it. When I first purchased it, it was like light, medium, dark or something, but now they have a lot more shades, so that's really good for them. And they also have donated a lot of money recently, I think $1 million, which is really great. So I'm happy to keep supporting them, and everything they release excites me. Next is a brand that is also just one of those brands that everything they release I want, and I really just love the brand as a whole. And they are like on rough waters, I guess, as far as being inclusive. I feel like they have a lot more work to do, but from what it seems, they are on the path to doing that work, and I really hope they continue that, because this is the brand I want to continue to support and literally buy everything from them, and that is, oh my gosh, Kosas. I've only tried 2 things from them, but I just love the aesthetic of the brand. I love everything they come out with. My top product is 8th Muse, the cream blush and highlight duo. I will forever have this shade in my collection. I think this color is stunning. They have a high intensity version too for deeper skin tones. But this blush color is so good, and this highlight is currently my favorite highlight. It's just such a nice natural but glowy highlight color, and I am in love with this. I haven't tried any of the other shades, and I don't think I'm going to anytime soon, just because I love this one so much and I don't really need any more cream blushes, and especially the ones they have, I kind of have similar ones in my collection. But the product that interests me the most from Kosas that I don't have is actually the concealer. They have a lot of stuff that I want to try out. I want to try out the liquid eyeshadows. They have a lavender one that looks so pretty, and the bronzer really interests me. But realistically, if I were to buy one thing from them right now, it would be the concealer, because it just looks like the perfect dewy and good coverage but still natural concealer. And so that's what I would pick up next. And I just love the brand so much, and I hope they continue on a path to doing good things and being more inclusive, because I just want to continue to support that brand. Same goes with all of these. Like, I could probably make my whole makeup collection out of these 5 brands and I'd be happy. Okay, so the next brand was actually, like, I would say it's number 5 on my list of ones that excite me. It's like in last place, just because they don't have that many products. But when I thought about it, I only have one thing from this brand, and it's not like an old thing to my collection. It's fairly new, but everything they release has been so exciting, and if they were to announce that they were going to release a new item soon, I would be so excited, just because they're so innovative and thought out, and I love the cool girl style of the brand, and that is Rowan. I think they've just kind of come out of nowhere and released such cool products that are just standouts in the industry. My favorite that I have is the 75 Degree Warm palette. It's just so unique and so pretty, and I think if they were to release another palette, I would be so excited to see what it is. I remember 11/11 got a lot of hype around it, and so many people were just excited because it was a new product from the brand, and I feel like it's really great on their end, and I do want to pick up more of this. I think the next thing I would pick up from the brand is the 11/11 palette, which I know I said I wouldn't do duplicate items, but they only have this, the discos, which is just like a single shadow of one of these, and the glosses, and currently I don't really need any of those, so I would probably pick up 11/11, which is a bit pinkier. But this brand is just so cool, and I can't wait to see what they come out with next. And then the last brand is, of course, Tower 28. I feel like I love what the brand stands for. It's okay to be sensitive. I love how all of their stuff is made for sensitive skin, especially because I get red really easily. I don't like irritating ingredients, and I don't like fragrance in my products on my face. And everything that they've come out with, I feel like they hit the nail on the head. I feel like it's all so cool, and everyone just kind of obsesses over all their new launches. Like, everyone is excited for it. And I ordered the gloss, and it'll be here in the mail. So I can't say that's my favorite product, but it is the only product I have from them, so that would be like my favorite, and I think it's going to be my favorite because it sounds like the perfect combination of a lip balm and a lip gloss, and that is what I want in my life. And if I were to order something from the brand, it would probably be the bronzer. I don't know, I really want to try the orange blush, but realistically, I don't need that blush in my collection. I have so many right now. I have like 5 cream blushes, and I really want to work through and enjoy the ones I have now. That one probably excites me more than the bronzer, but if I were to pick up more from the brand aside from the other shades of the gloss, it would probably be the bronzer, because I think it'd be really pretty on the eyes and also for a sunburn look. But overall, the brand is just killing it. They're only a year old, but I feel like they're so popular now and everyone kind of loves them. So I'm really excited to see what they come out with in the future. If they release like a coral gloss, that would be amazing. I just love the brand. So yeah, those are the 5 brands that excite me, and then the products, my favorite products from the brand, and the 5 products that I would be excited to pick up next. Let me know if any of these brands are also on your list of brands that excite you, and I will see you in my next video.